But it's very easy to pick at the people that are at the top. But like, I think people, especially when generations pass, like, look, Gloria's having a moment again now, but like Carol G, a Selena Gomez, a Camila Cabello, Jennifer Lopez would not exist if it wasn't for Gloria Estefan. That blueprint exists because of someone like Gloria. The reason that I say that we live in a realm that's better for independent artists is because creatively, you can kind of do whatever you want. Now, the reach of that is the hard part. Are we on? How far can we do this for like 3? I could do this all day.
I don't even know where I'm at right now, and it's funny because Junior has done so many of these shows with me now, both the regular shows and the interviews, and it's like he's probably thinking this is one of the few times I've seen Ish not able to
speechless
to find his way back to the path of the transition and get on track. Like your cover of Careless Whisper.
Oh my God. I know you're a George fan. I know a lot of people are George Michael fans.
I saw his last US tour he did here. So
George to me is untouchable. Like I watch his MTV Unplugged weekly.
All right, welcome, Pero Primos. Now, this is one of our last Hanguiando interviews for the year, and I could not be happier that I'm closing out the year with somebody who I think this year, I have given you maybe 2, maybe 3 Last Cafecitos.
Wow.
Because I love you, and you're super talented, and finally, you are back.
I'm here.
The one, the only Miami's reigning king of pop,
Yay.
Robbie Elias.
Fake applause. Gay clap. First of all, is this a gay clap or is this a gay clap or do we know or not?
What was this?
Oh, it's this. Then.
It's this then? Okay.
No, I don't know what it is.
Oh,
we really did get period. Love that. That's right. You better give me applause.
Listen, that is how we welcome anybody who shows up with gifts.
Can we give a preface to like, oh, well, I did show up with gifts, but can we give a preface that the last time that I was on Pero, let me tell you, it was like before Christ. It was
the pyramids had just been built.
It was a long time ago. Yeah. But you know what? I have to give you your flowers too, because it makes me so happy that you have been able to take this and turn it into not only a piece of art because it is creative, but like something that is part of Miami culture. And I love that. Man. And I love that for you because you are amazing. So that's we've been bothering each other, you know, for this to happen in some way.
I'm sorry. I'm touring and singing background for Penguins in Antarctica this week.
Not the Penguins in Antarctica. What did they do to anybody?
They're very musical.
Yes.
They are. I saw Happy Feet.
Yeah.
They need backup singers. Yes, occasionally.
Actually, that would be fun to like do something with like a cartoon movie. Anyways, yes, I brought gifts. So I saw that Café La Llave was a proud sponsor, pero let me tell you. And in this beautiful mug, I don't know if you want to tell the viewers what's in here, but I'm going to make them live because mine is almost done
I'm nearing the end as well. So usually in these interviews, we have water in our Café La Llave mugs, but this guy right here, he dug back into his past as a bartender.
I used to work at gay bars in Miami.
Yes. Yeah. Specifically, the one I knew you at was Gathering.
Yeah. Shout out to Gathering. Period.
And he made an espresso martini.
Yes.
Using, I know it's not a martini glass, but who cares? This holds more.
Yeah.
Using Café La Llave and a whole bunch of other stuff. So he's going to make these drinks live as we keep having this conversation.
So we are not responsible for anything that is happening in this episode.
I think I had like a wrap, ham and cheese wrap
today.
At like
so you
2.
haven't eaten. So take it easy.
So no.
Yeah.
That doesn't make good content.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, and yes, before you guys ask, Junior has one as well.
Yeah, yes. I made some for Junior because I didn't want him to feel left out.
Because Robbie was raised right.
Yeah, I have manners.
Exactly, you were raised right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of being raised right,
hi.
First of all, yay! I'm
cheers. Can we cheers?
We absolutely can cheers. Yes.
Oh, I forgot to drink.
Hell yeah! You don't cheers on that drink.
I was looking at you in the eye.
I'm like, well, oh, sorry.
You were looking at your Café La Llave cup.
Because you made this with love.
Oh, I did.
I sure acknowledge it.
Okay.
I wanted to. Again, I'm still kind of a little like, oh, he's really here again because we've been going back and forth trying to get
you.
It is
a little surreal.
It's a little surreal. Yeah. It was so long ago. But you've done a few things since then.
Baby.
Just a few, just a smidge. You know, I'm gonna do a quick rundown of some of your accomplishments. You wrote a song that was featured in a trailer for the Miami Housewives show. You wrote and produced a song for Morphine Love from Drag Race. You have toured the world. At this point, I think the only place left is Antarctica not to go with Gloria. You got signed to Warner. You released a cover that I am totally bopping to, by the way, every time in the steam room of Careless Whisper.
I love that it's in the steam room.
Like, well, I mean, because
it's like, perfect. And honestly, we can get into that later, but the Warner Chappell had...
Oh, I wasn't done, by the way.
Okay,
I wasn't done. And on top of all
this
that...
is crazy.
On top of all that, he has a residency at the Faena.
Yeah.
So...
I'm busy.
He did. Yeah, when part of the Gloria Tiny Desk concert. You know, just casi nada. He's been really. You've been lazy, if I'm being honest.
I have been on my ass.
You need to step it up. You're slacking.
You know what? I still do, actually, because I still have a lot of shit that I want to accomplish. And hearing things like that, hearing it from you specifically, is like, it's weird to hear. I need to learn to, like, you know, take compliments.
No. You need to take a step back and just acknowledge
how far
you've come, because, and I always say this, from that first time that I heard you singing at Last Call or Will Call or whatever.
Will Call. Yeah. Old Miami bar.
And I was like, I don't know who that is, that voice. I cannot get it out of my head. Basically ruining the CD, the little CD in the thing, because I listened to it so damn much.
Yeah.
To seeing you now, dude, it really just warms my heart.
I love you. Thank you for that.
Where you started and you just like fucking plugged away, and here you are.
I received that, and to me, it is always really important to, no matter where I will be in my career, Miami and like where I come from is so important. And for me, like, to be able to, especially now that like things are really, you know, my career is getting more public and things are moving forward in a way that I never ever even dreamed, even though I did dream it, but like I just didn't think it was going to go in this direction or take this much time, or like a lot of things that we've talked about off the podcast, but it means a lot to be here. So thank you for acknowledging my accomplishments.
Song with Elliot Cohen.
I forgot
that's right.
That's
the other thing I listened to in the scene.
Yeah.
Contigo.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Now you said that, let's touch on that. You know, I know that as a kid you had dreams, right? Like these quote unquote big dreams, whatever that means, right?
Right.
To be a singer and to achieve this. And even now you were just saying, you're like, not in my wildest dreams. Well, yes, in my wildest dreams, but did you really, like, you know, is this the vision you had, or is this maybe even more than you thought?
Yeah.
Because it's one thing to be like, I'm going to be a singer, right? Like that's one thing. And now you've got this whole laundry list of just these massive accomplishments. Like,
it's wild. I think for me, and I don't want to get too like, whoa, is my career, or like, you know, I truly want people to know that yes, you can fucking do this. But for me, it started off as, yes, a big dream where I was like, okay, I'm going to be Michael Jackson. I'm going to be Beyonce. I'm going to be the biggest star in the world. I think that's how all artists
I like that ultimately you wanted to be black. That's the takeaway I got from that.
Yeah, well, yes.
Okay,
well, yeah.
No,
you know what?
All right, Rachel Dolezal.
I am very inspired by like, you know, R&B music. The artist I listened to growing up, it was a lot of black artists for sure. And I think that mixed with like,
your voice has soul,
mixed with my Cuban roots. Yeah. I mean, my mom growing up was like listening to Donna Summer, to Aretha Franklin. You know, it was there was a lot of soulful shit going on in my house, you know, because my parents are Cuban, but they were born here. But like, that was the dream. The dream was to become the biggest artist in the world, and life kind of took me in a different direction, where it started with songwriting, which is ironic because that's where I am now, right? That's now I'm able to kind of craft these pop records for other people. And it's something that I consider to be a big part of my career. But initially I wanted to be a star. I wanted to be a star. Babe. No, I know that I'm a star. I've always known that part. I just thought that it was going to be easier to get there. and you know, and singing background vocals for people is honestly one of the biggest blessings in my career. Like, I mean, Daddy Yankee, Mark Anthony, Gloria, Ricky. I mean, you name any Latin pop star and I have been able to do it, but it's been very difficult as well to be like behind the scenes and be like, no shade to anybody, but just to know that like I could probably do that better than a lot of the people that I've sung background vocals for.
But also that I don't think that's anybody's. To your point, as a little kid, I don't think anybody as a little kid is like, one day I'm gonna grow up to be the best backup singer in the world, right? Like,
yeah,
no
it's,
shade,
it's kind of a step,
no shade to that. But everybody is like, okay, it's almost like, you know, I'm gonna sing on a cruise line, then I'm gonna be the backup singer, then I'll be the star. You know, most people envision that trajectory, I would imagine. You know,
right? Well, yeah. And I'm grateful for every moment of it, but it has, you know, sometimes it takes those stepping stones. Look, right now, like even I was highly focused on my own career after I got off tour with Daddy Yankee, and I never in my wildest thoughts thought that I would be working with Gloria that up close.
This is your first time working with her to this capacity?
So I started off, I mean, if you want to get into that. So the way that I ended up touring with Gloria was Emilio Estefan, to me, is one of the most genius music industry people I've ever met in my life as a producer, as a businessman. And I tell him this all the time because I have become close with their family and they're wonderful people. There's so much shit online, right? There's so much shit that you hear and like none of it is true, to be honest. They have been wonderful with me.
Listen, the part-time job of this podcast is basically defending the Estefans. Like online, every time somebody starts talking shit, we're like, you know what? They are representing our culture with grace, with dignity. They are talented. They are entrepreneurs. They are like, what more do you want?
Right.
Agreed. What more do you want from these people?
Agreed.
You know, they've never had a controversy. They've never had, you know what I mean? What do you want from them?
But it's very easy to pick at the people that are at the top. But like, I think people, especially when generations pass, like, look, Gloria's having a moment again now, but like people really forget like where they came from. Like, a Karol G, a Selena Gomez, a Camila Cabello, Jennifer Lopez would not exist if it wasn't for Gloria Estefan.
1000%.
Okay.
And in all fairness, those girls have all given her their
and
flowers.
of course, and they've all been able to do them.
And I love that.
That path, that blueprint exists because of someone like Gloria that was able to say, yes, the public will buy songs in English and Spanish from the same artist. You can be both things. And that's something that I struggle with in my career.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I always felt like I was too gringo for the Latinos and too Latino for the gringos. And it was like one or the other. So like to be on tour with Gloria is kind of fucking cool. It's really cool. It's really cool. And it's like, I got there. But yeah, it was Emilio who kind of gave me the shot. You know, I started doing demos for him, and then, you know, when that phone call comes and Gloria tells you
from before you were doing demos.
Yeah. I always, and I wanted to learn from him. I wanted to go into the studio and work with this musical, you know, genius who has like been able to craft the careers of so many people that were like me, obviously, other than being, you know, gay. But like, you know, even they worked with people like Ricky. You know what I mean? Like they allowed me to believe that there was a space for someone like me, and so I'm just really grateful that I'm here, and I can't wait. There's so many things coming up with Gloria that are amazing.
I've always said, and listen, Estefans, if you're catching this because Robbie's on here,
yeah, they might see this.
I want the entire family on here. I've always said I want the entire family, but I want them all individually.
Right.
But the one that I have always said fascinates me the most is Emilio. So it's interesting that you say that, because Gloria, I've met Gloria. She's fascinating. She's a doll. She's a love and this and that. But because she's the singer, the front man, she always gets the spotlight. And I feel like Emilio's story, you know, even though it was very well featured in the musical and everything, I think that his story isn't as well known. And I think that's the cog that without they don't work without each other.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
It's the ultimate, like, I don't want to use the word power couple, but it's the ultimate, like, they push each other, and they've gotten to where they have as a unit.
Absolutely.
And he fascinates me. I've always said it, like, if I ever got the chance to interview all four of them individually, as I would love, the one I would look most forward to is him.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I felt the same way. And I think that getting to know more of what happens behind the scenes, like, that they're both incredible. He's an incredible producer. She's an incredible songwriter. You know what I mean? And they work with each other to make these hits. And so that just, to me as a songwriter before anything, was fascinating to watch happen in front of me. And now, you know, and then, you know, when you do shows with her, you know, you start to see like who the real artist is. Like I've worked with a lot of artists, and I will tell you this, she is the first one that came into that rehearsal room when we were rehearsing with the Miami Sound Machine, and she's the first one that is like, change this, I want this, I hear this like this horn goes here, this piano
She's
part
involved.
here, but she does not play. She does not play. And I
all
tell her
4
all the
foot
time.
tall of her.
All 4 foot tall of her. And and it's funny because we were in Spain and she like introduces the band, and when she gets to me she goes, "Y grandulón." She was like, "Y grandulón." And then, but they have embraced me. And so I feel really, really blessed, especially at this point in my career where I, you know, there's obviously all artists feel like there's a point in their career where you're in the fucking shithole. You know what I mean? You feel like you might be done, or this might be the last chance you got, but don't give up. Don't give up, because that's when I think that's really when the universe wants you to keep going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I get that. And
yeah,
I want, you know, again, we listen, because I love those people, and clearly you do, so we could talk about them all night. But this is not
I can go and maybe I can go into
Estefan.
Gloria. Have you ever watched?
This is not the Estefan interview.
Wait, have you ever? I will say this. Have you ever watched the one of?
By the way, I'm loving your like lesbian shoes.
Oh baby, these Herman Munster shoes.
Yes, we're recording this near Halloween.
First of all, not dragging my. First of all, this outfit is fabulous. Okay, look, this is in Sarin Men. I told you that I was going to plug.
I know he had to plug him.
They dress me a lot.
Dress him,
yes, head to toe, bitch.
Yeah. How do you pronounce it? Because I never know how to pronounce
in
it.
Sarin.
In Sarin. Okay.
In Sarin Men. Yeah. Yeah. Go Robbie 15. You get a little discount, especially you.
He's talking to you.
Yeah,
not
I'm
you.
talking to you.
Yeah.
Because you look like you would wear this.
Yeah.
But
actually, you know what? Junior could probably pull that stuff off.
Junior's got swag. Yeah.
This is modest producer.
Junior, I'm sorry if I flirt with you after this La Llave espresso martini. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, I can go. So I was gonna ask you: have you ever seen this? Have you ever seen Gloria's Gloria's Super Bowl? Have you ever seen Gloria's Super Bowl performance
why don't you just
with
ask me if I
Dorothy
ever taken a
Hamill?
breath? Yes.
First of all, I watched that completely sober. I thought that I was tripping balls watching that. It is the wildest.
Yep.
When you look at what like the Super Bowl performances,
She was one of the first, if not the first, like superstar performer.
Latin pop girly on there,
Yeah.
honey. But it was bad shit. That shit was bad. That was a bad shit performance. It was wild.
You know
it
what
was,
though?
but fabulous.
Knowing how much Gloria loves horror movies, you know what? I could see her being like, nope, not enough Argento.
It's just like
no,
random.
I need more Dario Argento bullshit going on.
It is
here.
random.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
like snowmen and like Dorothy Hamill all of a sudden in the middle starts ice skating. It was wild, wild. Anyways,
Yeah.
but yeah, we can talk about them all day.
Dorothy Hamill, everyone.
Ladies, how do you feel about this Bad Bunny Super Bowl controversy? Did you guys
what?
talk about that too on the last episode? I don't remember.
We talked about it on a few episodes
Yeah.
ago. You know what? My whole thing is, this is what I like to call a non-traversy.
Right. For us, it's a non-issue.
For me, it's a non-issue because it's just like right now. And again, I always look at things from an angle that I think most people, my marketing background kind of takes over, right?
Yeah.
Which is, okay, so the NFL is a business.
Right.
The NFL is also trying to market internationally. They're playing a lot of games in, like, they just did one in
Yeah.
Brazil. They did in the UK.
Yeah.
And da-da. Who's literally the biggest international artist right now based on numbers? Sales. I don't
Bareback, honey. Bad Bunny.
It's Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
So yes, you hire Bad Bunny.
the BB.
Like I'm just saying, this is why. And also, I also think of it from the perspective of ad sales.
Right.
Here's the thing: you don't know who's going to be in the show. I mean, in the Super Bowl playing until like a week or two before the actual.
You mean like
event.
teams?
The
Like
teams,
which team?
right?
Yeah.
So what if you get two teams that nobody cares about?
Yeah.
What can you guarantee? The halftime show. So
Period.
you better bring it, because if not, you're not going to be able to sell the ads.
Gays and girls are not watching the Super Bowl for football, guys. They're just not. And look, and I'm somebody who, I love sports. I love football. I love basketball. But like, and that's because I used to be a cheerleader. So I know what's happening in the game. But I don't understand the big deal. And I agree with you 150%. 100%. It's a business
that's the thing.
decision.
I'm taking the emotion out of it.
Yeah.
I'm just, and because even if you get two great teams, that doesn't guarantee a good game.
Yeah.
So if people are going to drop off after the halftime
Yeah.
show, you are going to have to sell that premium spot up until the halftime.
Yeah, nobody's going to pay money to go see Kid Rock. Like it's just not gonna happen. It's just not gonna happen.
They're just not. And you know what? That's not. It's not gonna. It's not a big name right now.
Yeah.
If Kid Rock was selling Bad Bunny numbers, yeah. I would say yeah, because again, if okay, but what I'm saying is substitute any other artist for Bad Bunny. If they were doing those numbers,
it has to be a big artist
and
right
they
now.
had that level of recognition. Duh.
Yeah.
That's why they're at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, there's a reason that they're not picking Rita Ora.
You are a savage MFer. You are a savage. I'm not going to say anything because I may or may not have submitted some songs to her. So,
fuck, I just follow. Although now I love that I have like a connection with Rita.
So Rita, if you're hearing this or you randomly like see
Rita
Miami
Ora.
podcasts,
that would be great if she's like a huge listener.
I sent her a song that was so fucking cunt. It's so cunt. It's so fabulous. So if Rita the baby Jesus.
So actually,
yeah.
now I never thought I'd say this. Transitioning from Rita Ora to the songwriting, because one of the things that I respect about you is that you are a songwriter and you're look, it's gonna come out wrong, but like quote unquote anybody can be a performer. Insofar as you can, and that's a talent.
Not everybody can be a good performer,
right?
But you can be a performer. You can get on stage.
I feel attacked at that statement. But
I've seen you perform. You perform very well.
But no one's inviting me to do anything.
Wow. Wow.
But
listen, you just got to put in the effort.
But that sounds hard.
I know.
You know what? Never mind.
Welcome to my career.
Listen, I sit on a couch. This is the effort right here.
No,
but do you consider yourself a songwriter first. And a singer?
Yeah,
songwriter first.
And I say this, and I always, if you're a fan of mine, you know how obsessed I am with Mariah Carey.
I am,
and you know that I'm a big lamb, and I'm not just a big lamb because I love like the tone of her voice or because I love, what a diva she is, or I love everything about her, but my favorite thing about her is that she is a songwriter first. Yeah. And a lot of people still don't know that. But my obsession with songwriting started at a really, really young age. And
how did it start?
The idea, you're not gonna believe this, but the first song that I ever wrote it was a song called Don't Want You Back. Ironically, my parents were divorcing at that time, or like in the midst of like some almost divorce drama. My parents were together for 17 years. They're divorced now, but like there was always drama, right, in the house. But the way that I would express that would be in songs. And I had a little Casio piano player, like a thing, and it would have like pre-made like instrumentals. Yeah. And I wrote to the country one. It was a country song.
You wrote.
And I can't.
You literally wrote a country song.
I can't remember exactly what the melody went like, but it said something like, "You're such a rat. I don't want you back."
Do you remember the lyrics aside from
I
that?
just remember that. Yeah, and this is because my mother told me, and I was like, okay.
How old were you?
I was like 6 years old. Yeah, and it was just that I remember feeling like that's okay. This is an outlet. You know what I mean? Right. I'm a little homo inside. I don't want to play sports. I want to dance.
And at 6, you don't know what that means, so you're trying to figure it out.
You're trying to figure it out, and I just always remember like songwriting being some sort of outlet emotionally. And then I think once I dropped out of college and it was like I want to do music, the first thing that happened to me was I landed a song with Cheyenne, and then from there the rest is history. But I left songwriting on the back burner for a really long time. Yeah, like I don't think once like in the time that you kind of discovered who I was, like I was writing my own songs, but I had stopped writing songs for other people.
Yeah, I remember a few years back you I think on social media you even said you're like, I don't know if it was on social media or it was just a conversation we had, that you were taking a step back from performing and singing because you wanted to get back to that songwriting.
Yeah. And you have to sometimes. I was so burnt out after touring with Daddy Yankee for like 6 years. I mean, like I was.
Wow, that long.
Yeah, it was almost 6 years.
Damn.
It was almost 6 years, and in reggaeton, which is like the least faggoty place on earth. the least. I mean, it was
So
like it's the least.
That should be a T-shirt, by the way. Like some type of weird
Reggaeton,
Disney,
the least faggoty place on earth.
Yeah.
I mean, that, after this, that might be kind of fabulous. $25 a shirt, guys. But it's
at
just
the merch table at the Fina.
it was look. It wasn't like I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that it was like an enjoyable time in my career. It was just it paid the bills. It was a nice little check. I was singing Despacito on stage every night, which is I was like those. This is where what we were talking about earlier. When you bite that bullet and you stick to something because you know that it's going to lead you to something else. Right. I don't think that I would have a lot of the opportunities, and I'm very grateful for that time with DUI because of that. Right. You know what I mean? Because it and it kind of taught me to get out of my comfort zone. Okay, where it was like, you have to learn how to double Daddy Yankee on stage and sing songs like Rompe and Gasolina, which gay anthems. You know, like you have to. I had to. Kind
the way you vogued the house down to Gasolina was an accomplishment.
Drops were not.
I mean, yeah.
But you know what I mean. Like it was. It was a learning environment, and then it became, in some moments, toxic for me as well. Really? Yeah. I mean, I didn't feel safe. I didn't feel, not with the artist, but just in the environment. Like, it was in
terms of like the crowd that was coming to see him type of a thing.
Right. In terms of like, I didn't feel like I could fully be myself.
Got it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't feel like I could fully be myself in that environment.
You had to project a certain image just because of the show that you were in. And
correct.
That's expected to a degree, obviously. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, it's the Daddy Yankee show, not the Robbie show. So you know, what I mean is when you do a gig like that, you know, you I would imagine also walk in kind of knowing. Yeah, this is what I'm walking into.
Correct.
To whatever.
Correct.
Degree.
And I bit that bullet and I lowered my voice and I learned how to fucking chantear, you know, like they do in Puerto Rico. And I fucking and I delivered and it wasn't until the
Clearly
very
you
end.
Did because you were doing it for 6 years.
Yeah. No, I mean he was very good. Him and his ex-wife now, were very good with me. Yeah. It was more like the people around them that were toxic. Okay. It was a toxic environment to some point. Print that. But I had to take that step to get here. You know what I mean? Right, and that's when bring it all back. Like that's when I kind of was like, okay, I need a fucking break. I need a break and I need to get back to what I love to do and like I had gained like 40 pounds on tour. I was like,
really?
Yeah, I gained. Well, because tall people hide being chubby better.
Fair enough. But when I first met you...
Which, by the way, I'm 6'5" to the new listeners.
Yeah, but
aquí hay mucho hombre. Okay? Aquí hay mucho hombre.
And I'm confining it behind a little table.
Oh my God, wait, can I make myself a refill?
I was gonna say, you can make me a refill.
So can I do this on camera? Well, which is the camera?
No,
which is the camera?
This is your camera right here.
This one?
This one. Yeah. This one.
Oh my God, thank God I've been sitting like this because this is my good side.
Yeah.
Okay. So
clearly Mariah is his idol. He has a good side.
Here, I'm gonna move this. I thought
that your voice carries.
What's this kid?
Of course I do. I'm old. I'm older than you are.
It's a good song. I just showed my age.
I'm almost 10 years older than you.
No, I love 80s. Okay.
The holidays are here, and with them come all our traditions. From cajachina to turkey to coquito and 12 grapes at midnight. And for over 50 years, Café La Llave has been there for each and every one of them. We take pride in keeping our traditions alive, unapologetically passing them on to the next generation, like making sure you've got the espumita just right. It takes a certain level of bold to unapologetically keep your culture alive, pero that's exactly what Café La Llave is doing. So when you're boldly celebrating the holidays your way, Café La Llave is always invited to the party.
So I know that La Llave has been sponsoring you guys, and I don't even know if this is legal. Maybe they won't like that I'm mixing it with alcohol, but whatever. All of us are 21 in here, and nobody's driving.
This is true.
Wink. Okay.
Well, the wink kind of negates you saying that.
Yeah, but you can edit that. Okay. Okay, so I used to be a bartender, so I wanted to make you an espresso martini here and show your lovely fans. So I'm using Casa Lotos tequila. Casa Lotos, which maybe we don't promote that brand with the other brand. It might be messy, but this is what we're making, and this is like an organic, this is good tequila.
You drink.
This is real. This is real agave shit. This is real.
Casa Lotos, if you want to be a sponsor.
Yeah.
More than open.
By the way, you never know. Casa Lotos and La Llave doing a collab, honey. Okay. Make that shmoney. Okay. And then you're gonna use a little bit of Kahlua, and then of course, which everybody has this in their book bag. This is all La Llave Cafe.
That's a lot of cafe.
Well, we're not going to drink it all, but I just wanted to have a lot here so that
because you're Cuban y mejor que sobra que falte.
Absolutamente. Yeah. You never know who's going to be here. There could have been 25 little twinks
that's
running
true. I don't know why there would have been 25 twinks running around here. Like I would be very
25
concerned.
daddies. 25 daddies.
You know what? Either way, I'd be concerned.
Around.
I'd be like, what is happening here?
Anyways.
I'd be like, Junior, what kind of wall did you write our information on? Like, it's very, very unnerving.
Where are you promoting this show? Okay, so you are going to... I'm going to make... So this is an ounce and a half of tequila. And this
now,
is...
you're using tequila. Most people, when they're making martini...
I use tequila. Look, I am all about the uppers.
What?
I'm all about the like the energy of like staying awake.
Okay.
Like
all right.
and it's early, but this is my weekend because we tour on the weekends and stuff. But like I like to be up and awake and happy. I don't like
this
depressants.
So is this like a typical pre-faena?
This is a cute little cocktail. Like kiki cocktail. It's nice for brunch. I do this with my gays.
Okay.
I do. It's like a nice little like some breakfast and this instead of un cafecito.
Okay.
It's an option, right?
No, yeah.
It's an option, and it's just. Obviously, safely, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but don't overdo it. No, and actually 2 of these and you're fine.
You're like nice.
It's a
nice and toasty.
It's a nice little toast moment. That's 1.5 for you and 1.5 for me.
Okay.
Of tequila.
I've never seen I was gonna say I've never seen a martini done with tequila instead of like vodka or a.
It's usually with vodka.
Yeah.
It's usually with vodka. Now Kahlua it's a rum liqueur.
Yes.
And this is coffee flavored. And this is what's going to give us our sweetness because we're watching our calories because we want to stay delicious.
Because he gained the 40 pounds touring and he's not going back.
No,
and
this was years ago. Hello,
and you're not going back.
No,
that's
I'm
what
not
saying.
going back.
So therefore we got to watch.
Also, my face is the kind of face that looks better thinner. Okay, this is... Okay, so...
Junior looks like he wants to say something, and I think he's trying to formulate the sentence.
You know it's true, Junior.
I have a similar face.
You do. You have... Actually, you have a similar... Like, if you would be gordito, your face would be over. You can't see your features.
Ciao.
Yeah, you look like una papa. Okay, so this is the Kahlua. By the way, can you tell that I'm like... making myself comfortable. Okay.
Listen, that's the vibe we go for here.
I know.
Listen, if you're not comfortable here, then I'm not doing my job.
And I don't do this for everybody.
I know.
I'm doing this for you.
I know.
Okay. And last but not least,
the star.
This I'm gonna free pour because it's like baking where you just kind of make it with love. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you're not 5, 6. So if you're not like if you haven't bartended before, the count of 4 is always gonna be close to a perfect ounce. Yeah.
Okay.
So even like when I was behind the bar, like I was. Don't tell my managers this, my old managers, but well, yeah, who cares?
What are they gonna do? Reclamátelo ahora?
Exactly.
What's gonna happen?
Exactly. No, but then they'll know the truth.
Of what happened 10 years ago?
Yeah, like maybe I over-poured a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna shake this up. But yeah, you're gonna a 4 count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, I don't want to get
so
this
just like a regular 4 count. Like
1, 2, 3. I don't know how fast you got to 4.
That's what I'm saying, because you say a 4 count, and in my mind I'm just like, but is it like a 4 count? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I'm automatically
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Come on, baby, say you love me.
What a bop.
See how I tie it all together?
And did you see those background singers doing it?
Yeah, I mean, one of them was cute.
2, 3, 4. The girl?
Yeah, she was kind of I mean, the guy was a little much, but
they do those a lot. I had been waiting for them to do Gloria.
No, that was actually. You know what I love?
Are you good, Jesse?
Junior.
Jessica.
J name.
Juan. Just kidding.
Okay. Yeah. No. Actually, what I love the most about that was that then she showed up. Because I've seen them do it where it's just like they're just being cute and fun or whatever, and then she's like, showed up.
You, Jesse. I love you. Okay, ready?
All right.
Okay, so you're gonna try this.
First, I always smell.
I shook it up
drinks
nicely,
first.
but look at that espumita.
The foam on this is actually really good. This
I
is
don't know
like
if you can see
this
this,
is like
but-
colada level foam.
It's nice.
Yes,
I'm
it
telling
is.
you.
It is.
Cheers.
All right.
And now we can get back to the interview.
All right. I totally forgot what the hell we were talking about, but we'll figure it out.
Start fresh.
Junior's like, no, because I gotta get home.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm
okay.
like-
We'll cut it short. We just need like 40 more minutes.
Junior's like, then I'm gonna need 6 more of these drinks.
Yeah, baby, I'm just getting hot.
But no, so
Yeah.
I think we're talking about what the hell we're talking about. Being a songwriter, and so then yes.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
we
you
got into
were-
the songwriting
Yeah,
stuff.
so you had taken a step back and really
Yeah.
were refocusing your energies to really get back.
And it's been the best thing that I've done for my career. And shout out to everybody at Warner Chappell who has believed in what I'm doing. And now, but look, now my goals have changed. So like now,
But they should.
Of course, no,
Yeah.
and it's one thing that you told me that a few people have told me is like everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Todo pasa a su tiempo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, which is true, and we joke about it. But you were like, if you would have been 22, maybe like experiencing this, I would have died. Like.
Yeah, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I no, and I say that because I was out of control, party boy for a long time.
But it's not even that. It's like, you know what, you were in your 20s. Like let's.
I was a kid.
You were a kid. You were in your 20s, and I'm not even. I mean, we're joking like, oh, you'd be Amy Winehouse, but like, even if you hadn't gone to ese extremo, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You probably would have blown all your money.
yeah.
Why? Because you were gonna go party because
Yeah.
you were 23. That's what you
Right.
do at 23. You
Right,
go and
right,
you party,
right.
and now you have more money than
Yeah.
you had, and so
Yeah.
of course you're not thinking 401k. You know what I mean? You're not thinking retirement. You're like, no, that's for later.
If anything, I feel like I'm just getting warmed up. I feel like I'm just getting started. I feel like
I believe it.
I have so much that I want to accomplish, and I think that now that I have like the wheels kind of moving in a direction that I want, and I also think that we live now in a world where it's more of an independent artist kind of realm. Do you know what I mean?
Do you find it personally? And I know you, and we're going to talk about it because you just signed, with Warner.
Yeah.
Warner Chappell. But do you find it better or worse that it is easier for an independent musician? Here's where I'm coming from with that question.
Yeah.
My thought is, obviously from an exposure perspective, it's easier now to just record something, you put it on SoundCloud, and it can take off, right?
Right.
But the flip side of it, I think, is that there's so much more to cut through. There's
Yeah.
so much more clutter that I almost feel like it's a blessing and a curse, no?
It can be. Okay, that's a loaded question. But so for an independent artist nowadays, the reason that I say that we live in a realm that's better for independent artists is because creatively, you can kind of do whatever you want. Now, the reach of that is the hard part, because I've had to work really fucking hard to get every single little follower that I have, because I have not had a machine of money behind me. There's a lot of people that have, if you are an independent artist and let's say you just have no record deal, but you have a distribution deal, and with a big company like Sony, for example.
happen?
Yeah,
Really?
absolutely. If you have a distro deal with a big company and there's money behind you, it automatically changes things. Oh, this,
This is good.
honey.
So you want to talk about getting warmed up.
Yeah.
This is warming up from the
It's
inside
warming me
out.
up. No, it's also
it's a
it's
toasty.
also like opening up parts of my brain. It's it really is.
It's a toasty.
I'm listening, I'm laughing, and I'm learning.
Well, and that's all I can ask of anyone.
But yeah, I think look, it really is. I hate saying this out loud, but it really is all about money. It really is all about money. If you can have the shittiest song in the world, and let's say you put $30,000 for it to pay a radio station to put the song on replay, you're gonna have a massive career.
It's gonna happen.
I know I've always I've had investors in my career before and I haven't. And right now I don't. I'm just kind of doing everything on my own with my team, which my team has grown obviously over the years. But now I have a team of people, helping me.
Yeah, but your team isn't the same as a Sony team.
Correct.
Right. Yeah,
Correct.
yeah.
Look, now I have the Warner Chappell team, pushing my songs and helping me and backing me up and giving me opportunities. But it took me a really long time to get there. And if you don't have that behind you, you're kind of just posting videos online. Now, you also have more of an opportunity to go viral, and you have like, that's why I think for me, it's so important for me to stay authentic to the things I like, the things that I am, the things that I want to do, the things like I want my audience to feel like I'm a real fucking person and like embrace all the sides to me, you know, the fashion, the music, the songwriting, if I want to make a funny video, if
You're a goofball.
whatever, I'm a fucking goofball.
You are a goofball.
And people don't,
And
a lot of people don't know
comes
about that
through.
because I will throw fucking Tyra Banks, give you smize all day and give you fashion the house down.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fucking nerd. I'm a goofball. I like to laugh. My grandmother, before she passed, I love you. She was the kind of person that was always making caca jokes. You see, you're already laughing. When I tell you that this woman would be driving her car and she would write you una canción about like shitting and farting.
Really?
And I swear to God, this is terrible.
But just pull out of thin air.
It would make us laugh. Like it would make me and my siblings and my cousins laugh. And she knew that it would make us laugh. So she would just make up a song, like driving to school. She would do that. And so like, I always learned to like laugh at the stupid things. And that kept me like kind of, you know, it kept me alive, I guess, like, and laughing at myself. I think that that's the key.
Well, that's the thing is, a lot of people don't realize.
Sorry, I realized that my grandmother must be rolling in her fucking grave.
No,
that I just
you know
said
what?
that.
No, al contrario. I think the fact is, number one, because your grandmother, from what I'm hearing, was in her own weird way a songwriter, and I think,
for sure.
And I think you are honoring her in that way of like you're creating something, and you are much the same way she brought joy to you and your cousins.
I have the only thing that she
world.
left me before she passed. She left me a folder, and it was all poems that she wrote. I swear to God. And like, look, I even got chills. She left me poems, and she had done a translation for me of an old song that it's one of my goals to release it one day. It's called Sweet Memory, but she released it. I mean, she released it. She rewrote it for me in Spanish.
Okay.
And it was called Dulce Recuerdo. And maybe one day I'll release it. I don't know.
This is a poem that she wrote.
It's a song that I wrote and she translated into Spanish.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's something really. So you're right. Maybe she, you know, it's. I think it is in your blood at some point.
Even though you're talking about her writing.
I know.
songs,
I know.
But you're keeping her alive.
I know. She maybe wanted me to tell you that caca story.
That's what I felt it. I felt it coming
she
through.
knew that you were the right one to talk
She's
to
like,
about that.
Come mierda, va a apreciarlo. No va a apreciar. Díselo. Este estúpido se va a reír. It's like,
first, literally, I said caca. Wow.
Yeah, that's
it. It was over.
I'm an easy laugh.
I'm an easy laugh too. I really am.
Yeah.
Especially the darker and the more ridiculous that you get. I like the scene in Nutty Professor. Do you remember the scene? Have you ever watched that movie? The original Nutty Professor, when they're all at the dinner table and they all start farting.
No,
it is.
That scene is farts are funny, guys. I'm sorry. Farts are funny.
Peo, that's it. Peo. Even the word peo is funny.
It's funny.
Me. Yeah.
It sounds like what it is. It's
like there's
funny.
probably people laughing listening
just
to
like
the word
thought that
peo.
they're like, are these two assholes like sitting here talking about peo and fart? Yes, we are, because that's what we do on Pero. Let me tell you.
Have you seen?
We're high class all the way.
Please look. There's a viral trend happening right now, which it'll probably be even bigger by the time this airs, but there's a viral trend happening right now where it's like match my fart. Have you heard this?
Wait, what?
Have you you don't know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna have to pull it up later and show you, but it's basically like it is basically so like, let's say you and I,
we used to be a proper culture.
Yes. I'm sorry, but it's funny. The viral trend is basically you. So if I say match my fart, you have to make a fart noise. And then I have to fart
the way that sounds. All right, we're not going to be doing that today.
No. Ew.
Because,
first of all, I'm not a fart person. I'm not like, I don't fart in front of my boyfriend. I don't do.
No.
It is just.
I'm just thinking like, no, because you know what? This is going to end badly because one of us is just going to wind up cagando. No. So you know what? No, we're not going
cafecito.
We're not going to try this because it's not going to end well. And I don't think Junior has enough wet wipes in the studio to No.
Okay, enough.
So
enough because I'm crying tears.
So there's no way to transition. So I'm just gonna go ahead.
Anyways, next question.
The Warner Chappell deal. The Warner Chappell side.
Perfect.
I don't know how the hell to transition over from farts to that. But so you signed with Warner Chappell recently. See, Roger would be proud of me right now because like I don't do transitions, and so it's like I don't have one. Let's just go.
Yeah, of course. You had me for the grand finale, honey. That's
exactly.
it. This is the way it was gonna go. I wanted people to feel
It's just like Merry Christmas, everyone.
like people really need to get to know who I am. This is who I am.
You're gonna unwrap this and you cannot return it.
Oh my god, I'm like sweating.
You're having a good old time.
Anyways,
so Warner Chappell, yes,
Warner
Chappell.
Yes,
Warner
signed a big pub deal.
So recently, you signed.
Recently, it's been a few months. We decided to.
How did it come about? Like,
So signing with Warner Chappell.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have known
it's part of Warner Records, Warner Music.
Well,
right?
Warner Chappell is the biggest publishing company in the world.
Okay.
So basically, what a publishing company does is they connect the songwriter to the artist. So like, you know, I'm being kind of called the Cuban Justin Tranter, which is funny to me, just because we're both gay and tall, and you know. But I'm just doing. I want to do general market pop stuff. That's always been my dream. I want to write for the girlies. I want to write for the pop girlies. I love Max Martin. I love Mariah. Like we said, you know, people like Sandy V from like the early 2000s that did like all the Rihanna stuff, who I've worked with. I'm trying to pave my own path. And I think a little part of Miami, a little part of Robbie, a little part of like my Cuban Americanness that we've talked about will always be in everything that I write. But it's a dream come true. I ended up signing with Warner through the VP of A&R, his name is Laz Hernandez. And he has been very supportive of me as a queer artist, as a queer songwriter. And I don't know how many meetings I had with him before he was like, okay, if you want to do this, I'm ready to do this. And I said, I want to do this. I think it's.
Is he a fellow Miami boy?
Yeah, well, he's here.
I'm hearing Laz Hernandez. I'm assuming he's Miami.
He understands who I am.
That's what I'm saying. So, right.
Yeah.
So that helps because I think a lot of times these bigger companies don't know, quote unquote, what to do with you if you are other. Whatever that other is, whether it's just whether it's just Latino, whether it's just
we check D,
right? Exactly. It's like all of the above. I don't know what do I do with you, because they also, I think there's a fear also that it's like, well, what are your songs going to be? I don't know who I'm going to be able to go sell this song to.
Correct. No, and I think that look,
it's great that you have had a supporter.
Yeah, I'm sure that I could have shown, you know, the catalog of songs or like what I was capable of doing to somebody else, and they maybe wouldn't have understood it. Right. But now being behind the scenes of, you know, Warner Chappell and just seeing the machine that they are and how many incredible songwriters have been able to, you know, have their songs shown to the world, I'm like, okay, I'm moving in the right direction. Sometimes I don't even think about like how big it is what I've just fucking done, to be honest. Like,
because it just hasn't.
It hasn't hit, and I haven't had. I mean, I have songs that have been released, but now, you know, and now I have a lot of other songs under my belt, but I haven't had a hit record yet.
Okay,
and it will happen.
Oh, it's coming.
But yeah, it's coming. I don't know in what form, but it's gonna happen, and I hope that I look back at this interview one day and I'm able to say that it did fucking happen. But
okay, I'm gonna amend your statement.
Yeah.
One day you
when
will
it happens,
look back on this.
Period.
And
yeah, skate claps, which I still don't know which one it is, but whatever. Just la mano entera.
A claw.
The whole claw.
Yeah, I'm a lobster.
But yeah, I feel very blessed to be writing songs for a living now, and I don't think it'll ever stop, even if my own career takes off. I think it's something I'm always going to want to do. I love. I don't think there's any bigger joy that I find in the world than being in the studio and connecting with an artist and being able to write a song with them.
Really?
It's fascinating to me. It's kind of like,
what's your favorite part about it?
Well, I just feel like I'm the closest to my purpose when I'm doing that. And it is very different when you're in the studio with the artist, because you feel a more personal connection to them. Mm-hmm. And also, you know, the song has more of a chance of making it on the record when you're working with the artist.
That's fair, yeah.
To be honest. I mean, it's I mean, the songwriting game is a total different thing too, because there's like, you know, all kinds of different etiquette in the studio, and like, connection is so important. You have to be able to be vulnerable. You have to be able to connect with a person that you've never even met. Sometimes you're thrown into these camps and these rooms and you're like, what the fuck? Like, and sometimes it's terrible because sometimes imagine like you said, like kind of like doing the podcast and you're not really gelling, you know? Like, is that what you feel like now?
I mean, I wasn't going to say anything.
Because I feel very connected.
But okay, then me too, yeah.
I did this on purpose.
I was just like, yeah, it's like I don't know if I'm feeling connected. I'm feeling
Who
buzzed.
else does this shit for you?
You know
Nobody
what?
else
This is
spoils you
true.
with a little
No,
a little
what?
cocky.
You're absolutely right. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. You're absolutely
Anyways, but yeah,
That's why actually I'm going to end every season with you now, just so that you can keep bringing more.
the grand finale, baby.
It will
All
be a
6'5"
different
of
drink.
me.
It'll be listen.
I'm sticking to these for a while. I will say.
No. Every year when you come back.
Oh, come back with a new
to end
cocktail?
the season, you'll have a new cocktail. Depending
Maybe
on
I
who's
can.
the sponsor.
Yeah,
Depending on who's the sponsor, you can work that in.
I'm
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah.
I'm into it. Maybe you shouldn't say that.
See, no,
Delete.
I'm saying
Delete.
it because if you
Layave will
if
be
you
the
like-
sponsor
if-
forever.
If you no, but if you like what we're doing today, by all means, please. Reach out.
You know what? I'm ready. I'm ready for you to have the mental health people reach out to you.
Thank you.
You know,
what
I don't know why, but every
what are you even trying to say right now?
because every homosexual podcast that I see has a mental health sponsor. Have you not seen this?
Okay, I thought you were just calling me crazy.
No.
Okay,
You're
okay,
probably,
okay.
I mean, look.
Yes, but no. But
You know what I'm saying?
You're like, yeah, but that's not what I mean.
Like you're literally watching the podcast and all of a sudden it's a fucking BetterHelp commercial.
Actually, they've been a sponsor in the past.
Well, you need to
They
up your game,
have been a
up your
sponsor in
game.
the past,
Like
yes.
this is the revival. But yes, I'm all for the mental health. I mean, my boyfriend is a freaking mental health therapist.
That's true.
Yeah.
He recently got his doctorate.
Yeah, he's
right?
doing
Or master,
great.
was it?
He's doing great. He's no. He's in. He's giving therapy.
I was saying it
He's-
was. I mean, like this year, he finally got all his.
Yes, he's done. He's done. Jay is amazing. He's amazing, and so if you need therapy, find him on my page. Go hit him up. I won't tell anybody. I don't know who you are, but whatever. Just go get help. Go get better help.
Get the help. Get the help you need.
But yeah, he's doing great. Navigating gay relationships is really crazy.
Actually, I was gonna say, how is it for you?
I'm surprised you haven't asked me about my dating life. Yeah,
because I know about it. That's why I'm not like.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
that's why
I guess.
I'm not asking. Is because I know you guys have been together for like
but
years now.
A lot
so
of people ask me shit like that on these gay, kind of things.
But that's the thing. Well, number one, this isn't just a gay show.
Well, no, sorry.
But aside
sorry
from
to all
that,
the straight listeners.
But
yeah.
aside from that, I think it's just because I know you. So it's like
No, yeah.
I'm not interested in it just because like I know your boyfriend. So
Right,
it's like,
right,
it's
right,
not
right.
like, tell us who
Right,
you
give us
see.
the cheese.
Yeah, I'm like, no, I know. You guys are
No,
like an
and
old
also
married couple.
I don't talk about it a lot because I have a lot of female fans who still want to fuck me. So
And I think they still could. I think they still could if they really tried hard enough.
honestly, yes, all it takes is 2 more of
It's
these, and we're good.
listen.
I mean, look, I will get. Listen,
I am sure that there's
What can you offer me?
There is a nice lesbian out there who wants to climb the tree that is
Don't go
Robbie.
there. Don't go there. No, I don't fuck with the lesbians. I don't fuck with the
Figuratively and literally?
lesbians. I don't fuck with the lesbians. No. I love lesbians. I just don't fuck with them. Lesbians will take you to that place. First of all, they're all smarter than us. They can do the shit that I could never do.
Yeah, they can do math.
Especially las lesbianas in Miami.
Wait,
they-
all right. So what's different about Miami lesbians?
Miami lesbians can do shit that like my dad couldn't even do. Like they're like te arreglan el carro. They're literally they hacen el desayuno, but then they can also do your plumbing.
Okay, all
They're
right.
just Miami lesbians. They're different top tier kind of lesbian.
Next level.
And they're bilingual.
It's
It's like it's a lot. It's a lot. And I love shout out to all my lesbian fans because I love them. But they just scare me. Their balls are bigger than mine could ever be, to be honest. And mine are big.
but by virtue of your size,
Yeah.
I would imagine. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, next subject.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So
Are we on? How far can we do this for? Like 3? I could do this all day.
I don't even know where I'm at right now, and it's funny because Junior has done so many of these shows with me now, both the regular shows and the interviews, and it's like he's probably thinking this is one of the few times I've seen Ish not able to
speechless
to find his way back to the path of the transition and get on track. Like it's just like just taking a left turn right here.
Junior, do you have any questions for me? Or you're just kind
I'm
of
enjoying this
watching this train wreck.
This just
Not a train wreck.
Okay, good.
it's good content. See,
Good,
that's the thing.
yeah.
Is like people. I love when people come on the show. They're like, did I talk too much or whatever? I'm like, no. If you don't say anything, I have no show. So like,
period.
So I appreciate when
Yeah.
it's going. You know, I don't. A train wreck is not a good word because at the end of the day, it's watchable.
No, to me,
It's-
train
it's-
wreck is
it's
a good
content.
word, actually.
Right, but I'm saying it's not a bad
I don't
thing,
want to
yeah.
watch anything that's not a train wreck.
I just want to be entertained. I just want to be entertained.
No,
at
and
the
this
end
is
of the day.
really, honestly, this is really the conversation we would be having.
Yeah,
if the
that's-
cameras weren't off and catching up
100%.
with you.
100%.
Which, by the way, how are you?
I'm doing well, thank
Yeah.
you. Actually, no, I appreciate you asking.
Yeah.
that. That is actually a question that I don't take lightly because an interview we had earlier in the year with the wrestler Domino. He made it a point to say that from now on, whenever he asks people like, "How are you?" he actually will like look them in the eye and ask
I mean
them with
it.
like,
Yeah.
"No, I know," and that's why I like when I hear that question now, I think about it because it's. So often we just do the knee jerk, like, yeah, I'm good, we're good, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna sit with it, and I'm gonna be like, I mean, I'm fine today, but I'm gonna sit with it, and I'll be like, no, you know what, things are going really well, like, if in the grand scheme of everything, you know what, I'm doing well, my health, love, life, I get to hang out with people like like you two,
Love that.
and have great, like, honestly, you know what. There are people who have it way worse off than I do.
Yeah.
And I have no complaints.
Yeah, we really are blessed.
We are.
And I was gonna ask, like, if I had one question to ask you, if this like was flipped and this was my interview now.
Okay. Which apparently it is now. Apparently it is. Junior,
Listen, your listeners want to know shit about
your
you.
producer now, apparently.
It makes me really happy to see you. Like, do you see this as a creative outlet?
I do.
Okay, good. Because I feel like this is it definitely is a creative outlet, right?
I really do, and I love that I get to do it in two ways, which is the weekly show where whether it's with me and Darian or me and Roger, where we get to talk about current events and just fun stuff and this and that. And I genuinely love doing these interviews, which more often than not is me or me with Darian or me by myself, because in another timeline, another alternate reality, I wanted to be a journalist. And this kind of affords me the opportunity to scratch that itch and just
the Cuban Barbara Walters, honey. The Cuban Barbara Walters. You're good at it. You're really good at it.
Thank you.
And you make me feel connected and you make me feel comfortable. And I don't know how other people feel, but he's a good interviewer.
Well, I thank you for saying that, first of all. But I've heard, feedback from other people who have said like, oh, that was such a fun time. That was and that's what I want. Like I want people to feel like this is, I hate this phrase, but a safe space.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, I'm never going to bring anybody on here to be like, gotcha or controversy or whatever.
No, but
I just
maybe
want it to
there
be a
will come a time.
conversation.
Maybe there's going to come a time where you're going to have some, the more the podcast elevates, you're going to maybe like interview people that maybe aren't as connective. And it's important to have that mentality.
Fair enough, but I never want anybody to feel like they came on the show for me to
Dog them or
ambush
drag them. No.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there may be somebody on the show who I may have to ask a very pointed question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To your point.
Yeah.
To what you're saying. But I never want anybody to come in here feeling like, oh, fuck, what's going to be the clickbait that they're going to, moment that they're going to pull out. Right. Like, that's just not who I am, generally speaking. But that's also not the vibe that I want. Because what I want, I want you to come back.
Listen, laugh, and learn. That's what you want people. That's what I wanted to achieve.
Yeah.
Here.
But you know what I want? Honestly, like I would love for it, like if moving forward, you are always the last guest of the season.
I love that.
Like, I want people to come back. I want people to feel like, when they have something, even when they don't have something to promote, if they're just like, can I just swing by and hang out? Fuck yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's just do it.
Yeah.
That's the vibe that I want to cultivate here.
Yeah, I'm the climax.
Yeah, well, as it should be.
I'm the explosion at the end.
I mean, you're tall enough to be a volcano, so yes. That's, I think.
I would love
fair.
to. I'm so happy to be here. Honestly, I'm so happy to be here. But anyways.
So I want again.
Yeah, what else is there? What else is there? We haven't.
At this point.
We have our transitions are gonna suck.
They're gonna be awful.
They're gonna suck. I'm sorry. It's just
don't apologize because this is actually.
I haven't been able to talk to you like this in a long time.
I know that's why I'm like this is just two people, two friends hanging out, right?
Yeah. And we're drunk.
And we're not drunk.
We're wasted.
I am.
I'm kidding.
I am buzzed at best.
I don't know at all. Actually, I feel really. I have an happiness in my soul.
5 feet on me. It's gonna take at least 2 more of those to impact you.
Yeah, probably true.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
But
anyways,
so speaking.
Hi.
I'm like speaking of I don't know what. So your cover of Careless Whisper.
Oh my God.
Which I distinctly gave a Last Cafecito because it is. I'm not saying this shit because you're here. I'm not saying it because you're here because I literally.
My anxiety just went up.
I texted you, and I still have the text. I didn't even text you after I heard the song. I texted you like 30 seconds into it as I was still listening to it for the first time to tell you, oh my God, I hate you and I love you because how dare you not?
A lot of feelings. It's a lot of feelings.
But all of it in such a positive ball of.
I'm glad you feel that way because I have been dragged on TikTok.
Really?
Like I was dragged by a lot of fans. I mean, the big George Michael, Michael fans
can like what they like and dislike what they like. Fair enough.
Yeah, thank you for feeling all those feelings because that's what I wanted. First of all, I know you're a George fan. I know a lot of people are George Michael fans.
I saw his last U.S. tour he did here. So yeah.
I mean, it's for me when Warner Chappell tells you cover this song.
So okay, let's take a step back. I'm just realizing that your jeans are like
upside down. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just literally having
they're really cool. Yeah. No, they're really cool.
Cool. But let's take a step back. Like how did this even happen? Because you are extremely talented.
Yeah.
But I also
thank you.
I also know you. If not, you wouldn't be on the show, quite honestly. If I thought you sucked ass, I wouldn't have you on the show. I'd be like, no, own it. But I also feel like, you have your idols, right? Your Mariahs, your Georges. And so I can almost see you being like, should I do this? Like as a fan, right? As a fan, you're like, this is, and also this iconic of a song because it's not like it's an album cut. It's not a B-side.
It's a smash single, iconic record.
Iconic George Michael,
just
what you think of it. Right. How did this even happen?
Well, okay, my A&RA knows that I am a huge George Michael fan. And over the last few years of my career, I've been compared to him a lot. Especially since my residency at Faena started where I do a tribute to him.
Oh, okay.
And I have
it out there yet.
I know you got to. Don't worry, baby. I will put you on the guest list. I'll get you some cockies.
You know what the problem is?
Come, bring whoever you want.
I'm gonna take Junior.
Junior, you can come.
We're gonna make it a double date night.
Yeah, make it a date. The problem is bring whoever you come and just give me the names.
Oh yeah, I'm usually frying wings on Saturdays.
I understand that, but I understand that. Which, by the way, I gotta handle. Maybe you know what? I would love to go and have some wings there.
Bueno. Wednesday through Friday, and we're about to start. Well, by the time this airs,
can you send me all the info? Maybe can I take George and we go on a little?
You can take it. George lives in the Gables, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Starting in November, we're gonna be doing it in the Gables, a residency in the Gables también.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Where?
So we're gonna be partnering with Shojo's Dojo, which is a sake brewery.
Stop.
I know George has been at Shojo's because I ran into him there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be doing it at Threefold Cafe, an activation at Threefold Cafe, because they're only open till like 3. So we're going to be coming in with Shoujo starting at 6 p.m. Thursday through Sunday.
You don't understand. I love chicken wings.
Well, then you got to get your ass over to Giralda.
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
Starting November 13th,
I'm ready to get highly medicated and go eat. Yeah.
Well, I don't care how you get there.
Yeah.
Just get there.
Yeah. Yes, that's going to happen.
Okay.
But anyways, back to
George Michael.
Careless Whisper and chicken wings, bitch. That's what you get.
Well, it is the careless whisper of a good wing.
Well, these so many marketing ideas.
I'm telling you.
But yeah, so I've been obsessed with him for a long time. I can see my influence in a lot of the things I do, his style, his performance style. I can see how people might look at me and
singer-songwriter.
Well, yeah, and see that, I get there's 3 artists that I get all the time, and it's George Michael, it's Freddie Mercury, and it's Ricky Martin. It's all those 3.
Okay, I get it.
I always say if they had like a orgy, and like all that semen mixed and like created like a person, and then they threw in like Cuba.
Okay, I'm writing this screenplay, by the way.
I mean, it's a it's a movie. It's a movie, but I could just get compared to all those three artists a lot.
Right.
But George to me is untouchable. Like I watch his MTV Unplugged weekly.
Okay,
I swear to God.
No,
I know this might sound obsessive, but it's him and Freddie and Mariah that are like my obsessions.
Yeah.
Maybe like Michael Jackson. Of course, I love Ricky, but like the my obsessions artists that I'm like, these are the people that I wanted to be like. Where he's one of them. And anyways, my A&R knew this, and so a lot of hit records are owned by these publishing companies, especially a catalog like George's, who, you know, is not here anymore. So they want to keep his music alive. They've done, you know, special stuff with like Bowie. They've done their, you know, there's a lot of things.
That's why we have like the tribute albums. And things like that.
They want to continue. I mean, make money, but they want these records to continue to be shown to a new audience.
Okay.
And anyways, the opportunity was given to me. It had to be approved by Warner and by George's team, which is really fucking cool. And his fans embraced it kind of 50-50. I knew that this was going to happen because I took the song, I put it through like this electropop filter. I wanted it to kind of sound like moodier. I wanted it to sound like if he was going to release something like that today, what would it sound like? And that's what I thought it would sound like. People might not like it. People might like it. I love it. And I think, and this is going to sound crazy, I'm not like fucking Ghost or anything, but like, I'm just like, I've had a dream where George was like, okay, I love this. And I'm not going to get into detail about what happened in the dream, but
oh God, were you both arrested?
No, we were not.
Bathroom?
How dare you?
Okay. I'm just.
How dare you? No, it was not. No, it was nothing like that. It was more of like in a spiritual way, him kind of like giving me approval. I'm also a lunatic, so like that could, I don't know, you know what that means, but whatever.
But I think there's something to that.
I do feel a connection.
I think, you know, energy. Not to quote a Black Eyed Peas album, but you know, energy never dies, right? Like
what? Oh, right, got it. I just caught that reference.
Energy never dies. So I do think there's something.
By the way, did you see how good Fergie looks right now? And she just like came out in concert with Ludacris, and she looks good. Okay. I just feel like she's never gonna be able to like come back from that national anthem. But she will be. She will. I believe in you. I believe in you, Fergie.
She'll be fine. Maybe she can duet with you on something.
Baby,
listen. Maybe you're gonna write the hit song. For
you
her.
know, I do cover.
Maybe you're gonna write a song and it's gonna be her comeback hit. And
actually, this is a really good idea. A&Rs, listen up.
Listen, I'm just putting it out into the universe. That's all I do.
No, I actually I do a cool cover of Glamorous at my tribute to pop. It's fabulous. It's and I even do the Ludacris rap. Yeah.
You do it all.
Oh, baby. You know what the funny thing is that when I rap, I sound like Pitbull. Because of my Miami
because
5.
You're from Miami. That's what we sound like here.
Yeah. Funny story, side story. I used to do covers of Pitbull songs for Zumba. And I would have to imitate him. And I sound a lot like him.
Oh, wait. Okay. Before I say what I was going to say about Careless Whisper, now you got to give me your best pit.
I'm trying to do it. I would need to pull up the lyrics, but like, a mí que me importa dinero. A mí que me importa la fama. Aquí lo que importa es salud, familia, y la jama. Like it's, you know, you start like
toward the end. I heard that like ronco.
Right, it comes out, but that was a bad impression. But whatever. I'm not on Jimmy Fallon or anything right now. But this is just. Wow, I need to work it. I know this was on the spot. They get to rehearse and shit.
So what I heard is he's saving it for when he goes on national TV. On my shitty little show.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm just saying I didn't have time to prepare. I could sound more like Pitbull.
So back to Careless Whisper though.
Gay Pitbull.
You sound like poodle.
Not the poodle. I feel like I'm more like a King Charles Spaniel, to be honest.
I was
my favorite
Labradoodle, but okay.
I mean, yeah. But
that could work.
Change the subject.
Careless Whisper. So I will say. So look back to the thing. Again, I as I was hearing it, I loved it.
Thank you.
One of the things that I love the most about it is that at the same time that I recognized it as Careless Whisper, to your point, it sounded different. And the beauty of that for me is that I'm always of the mind that if you're gonna cover a song, do something with it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're gonna take, like, if you're taking a song that nobody knows, that like it's an album cut or a B-side, who cares? You're gonna make it your own. Nobody's gonna compare. But if you're gonna take a song that is as iconic as a Careless Whisper or any other iconic song, and you're gonna try to just give me a straightforward cover of it, you're always gonna fail. Because I'm always gonna think of the original. The original is always gonna be the best one. That's why it's iconic. That's why you're covering it, right?
Yeah.
But if you take it and you're like, okay, to your point, how do I make this sound like the 2025 version of this?
Yeah.
Retaining the essence of what it is. To me, that is, whether it's successful or not to the masses, to me, it's a success because it's taking a chance and doing something artistic with it as opposed to the easy route.
Love you. Thank you for that. Because that's exactly the mindset that I had. And I think that like also like what was I going to do? Like what was I going to do? A jazzy pop version with a sax solo in it, just like the record?
So everybody can say like, oh, he doesn't sound like George.
No, and I think
he doesn't do.
I hadn't released anything that was my own, like just Robbie Elias. I did the song with Elliot Cohen this year. I had done some other stuff, but like I'm moving in a new direction. I really want to make the music that I want to make, not what like a producer thought or what like, and Careless Whisper was produced by me. Yep. I did it all on my own. This is who I really am sonically. And these are my influences right now. And this is, you know, I wanted to make something that I was proud of. So thank you. And I hope, George, that you're proud that this Cubanito from Miami was able to turn you out.
I think he or any artist would be proud and appreciative. Number one, that their legacy is still inspiring people.
Yeah.
But also that you're creating something with it.
Yeah.
Because he wrote that when he was like 16. I think.
I don't know how old he was exactly, but I mean, it's
he was a chamaquito. He didn't write it when he was like 30. He wrote that young.
Yeah, it's
1983. And I think,
84.
As artists, as singer-songwriters, I think they will appreciate you coming in and saying, here's how I'm like,
oh my God, that is the straightest thing that has ever happened.
That's the spirit of George Michael actually coming through.
The football game in the background. That's how fucking boring I am. He heard George Michael. He turns on football. He's been watching football this whole fucking time. You savage. But also, that's so hot. That's so. I love being ignored for guys watching sports.
See, Robbie is annoyed but turned on at the same time.
It really is. It's like, really fucked up. Because if you want to know my turn on, it's like
being ignored.
Watching sports while you're ignoring me. It's like full boner.
See, Junior, you're gonna get an extra drink after this. That's
honestly, I can't even cross my legs anymore. One more drink. Just one more drink. Just one. Do you want one more?
and play the game louder.
Yeah.
So you can just go full throttle. But
do you want to give me a little Careless Whisper?
Junior's blushing. He's turning the same color
shade of his glasses.
As the glasses. Yeah.
I live.
But I do think that I think. If you are a genuine artist, as a George Michael was in the terms of singer-songwriter, I think he will appreciate.
Thank you.
It's not a cash grab.
Thank you. No, and it wasn't meant for that at all. If any, look, yes, I would love for it to end up on a TV show or anything licensing wise. Yeah,
everyone, by all means, please.
Baby, this is my job.
This is what you right.
This is what I do for a living. But this was completely a passion project. I also knew that being signed to the same company that owned his catalog was not a coincidence. There was something that felt really connective about it. And not everybody is out there making George Michael covers. I knew that it was an honor to be able to do this. And
he's got permission from his estate.
So let's fucking go.
So they must have seen something there.
There had to
Otherwise they would have said
there had to be some sort of approval.
Yeah. If not, they wouldn't have approved it.
Yeah, there had to be some sort of approval.
But just very bluntly, they would have said, no.
They can say no.
This is not what we want out there representing George.
Yeah.
Very easily, I could have said that.
But yeah, I'm happy that it's out there. So go stream it, please.
Yes.
And listen, but you have to listen with an open mind, because I did feel like the people that were showing it like hate online were people that maybe just saw a clip of it on TikTok or something. You know what I
Is that a
mean?
video or no? Did you make a video?
It doesn't have a full music video. I did a live cover video of it full.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that you can watch on my Instagram. But I don't know, maybe there'll be a little video. I don't know. I'm trying to move on to the next step and just leave that there as a piece of art.
By the time this comes out, it's one of those things where, like, if you didn't do it in the moment,
Correct. Yeah.
As we wrap up.
Oh my God. Do we play fun games on this thing? What is right?
Not really, but I mean,
Don't you do a game at the end or something?
No. This entire thing has been a fun game.
Oh, this is all a game.
This is all
I
been
see
a
it.
game.
Well,
This is like-
definitely.
this is-
Junior's playing games in my brain.
This is what, it's what he does over there. It's what,
I'm kidding.
it's
You
what
too.
We bring him out to do. It's fun. Yeah, but I'm not.
The Rico Suave of interviewers. Yeah. And so now I got you nice and toasty.
I know. I'm just gonna sit.
What are
here
we
and
doing
sip.
after this, boys?
Listen.
Let's get awkward.
Listen. This is not an OnlyFans studio.
Are you sure?
The lighting would say otherwise.
Actually,
but no.
I was gonna say this. You could probably make a lot of money at this studio.
Cultura after dark.
Well, no, yeah. Well, I'm just saying they're always looking for spaces to be able to shoot content at.
Why do I feel like he's about to say they're always looking and I can give you their contact? Like he's leaving that part out.
No.
Where he's just like, and I've got 17 people who are looking for a
those
space.
days. No, honestly, those days of like me knowing.
I don't even
things
mean it in a
of
bad
that-
way.
the
I just
dark-
mean it by virtue of just like
Right.
just knowing people in Miami.
Oh well, yeah.
just
No,
being in Miami.
Yeah,
That's what I meant.
Yeah, everybody's has an OnlyFans.
But
yeah.
as we wrap up, wow, I just felt
This is how we're finishing.
I just felt no, because I
love
just
this.
felt that
Dizzy?
like not dizzy, but like the fun, like we.
Yeah.
By the time this airs,
Yeah.
you will have, I believe, performed again on the Latin Grammys. Correct. Because you performed on the Latin Grammys.
Yeah,
last
the
year.
Latin Grammys. I mean, the Latin Grammys with Gloria Estefan. Like,
Yeah, with Gloria.
crazy.
You will have the Grammys is doing a tribute to Latin music, which
Yes.
you will be on as well. That's
Yeah.
at the end of December.
That's airing on CBS on
the day after Christmas, right?
December 26th, the day after Christmas. Yeah,
Yep.
my
So-
birthday month.
So
a lot of shit happening.
Listen, give him the gift of watching.
What sign are you?
I'm a Leo.
Oh, but we're fire brothers.
Oh, is that? See, I don't know anything about the horoscope.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I just know
Got it.
mine.
Yeah, well,
I'm a Leo.
because you're Leo.
Because I'm a Leo. That's why I only know mine.
Yeah, you and J-Lo, like this, literally the same person.
Me, J-Lo, and Madonna.
I'm surprised I can even look you in the eye. Actually, Madonna too is a Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense though. But I do love Leos. We're fire signs. That's why today was so
we are a force to be reckoned with.
period. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nobody will.
What
say
sign are you,
otherwise.
Junior? He's a freak.
Well, that's why he turned on the game.
Well, no, Scorpios. He was like,
'Cause he knew.
Scorpios also give zero fucks.
He's
They're
like, I
zero.
get it.
But they're also highly creative. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. No, I just like to know. I
Wait a
am
minute,
one
I
of
should
those.
know this. Wait, Junior, when is your birthday?
It's coming up. Yeah.
Wait.
November what?
20.
Period.
20th. Okay.
Don't forget that.
I know. No, that's why I'm asking.
He's a good producer.
But no, he's a phenomenal human being.
Human being. No, I feel it.
Producer, he's
That's
great.
why he ignored our
Human
whole
be-
episode as he's
human
watching a
being-
football game.
Human being from. Let me tell you something, and I'm not saying this because he's sitting there. I say this to
No,
everybody.
you have a very good energy, Junior.
He
Thank
is
you.
one of the most fantastic human beings I've ever met in my life.
Yeah.
And I say this every time. If he was to evaporate tomorrow, I'd be like, I don't think this show can keep going.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten so used to just him being there and feeding off the energy and
Yeah.
what he brings to the show. This show started as just two people
Yeah.
because we didn't have a producer when we were
Yeah,
editing
yeah.
it. And now when I think of it, I can't think of it as two people again.
Yeah.
To me, it's always it's got to be with Junior.
The extension of having somebody back there who's seeing the vision outside of what you're doing back here is so important.
He's just a fucking good hang.
And he's a fucking good hang.
Yeah.
Mira, está borrachito ya.
Yeah,
He's like already, they're just sitting there watching football.
He's
no, but it's been such an amazing vibe here today. And I love seeing this become what it's become. And I think that it's only going to get bigger, to be honest.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
Yeah.
So wait. So before we go though,
Especially now that I was on it.
well, I mean that's why I saved you to the end because I can't. I want to give people something.
By the way,
to chew
that's
on
so
over.
cool that you did this. That I'm like the finale. I love that.
Well, I mean,
I love that. No, I
know how to
love
schedule
like
shit.
I love like fun like thematic kind of climax episodes.
Yeah, no, I know. I've heard you like a climax. Yeah, I've been to Slammer. I've heard.
I've never been to Slammer. I've never even been to the Eagle.
Really?
Yeah, and this is. I know that there's a lot of straight women listening and straight guys, but like this, I've never been. The Eagle is like a gay club where like gays.
It's
like,
a leather bar.
Just it's a leather bar.
If you've seen Al Pacino's Cruising,
it's good reference.
Yeah,
good reference. The straight guys love Al Pacino.
They do.
They love him.
They do. Not so much in Cruising.
Yeah,
but they love Al Pacino. Yeah. So.
But yes, I've never been to any of those places. No,
all right, so
I'd much rather be here.
So that's what we're gonna do for your birthday. We're gonna take it.
Actually, no,
But wait.
But yes, take me there.
Because I do want to, before we
Yeah,
even
close
go.
it. What is the closing?
No, it's not even
sorry.
a closing thing. Wait, what were you going to say? See, now you've got me all kerfuffled.
I was going to say that this year I'm doing something much more low key for my birthday than I've ever done. I don't know if you're big on birthdays, but
I'm huge on birthdays.
me too. I love a birthday.
And by the way, this comes out 2 days before your birthday.
It does. It does. It'll be my birthday on
5th?
December 5th. I'm born on the same day as Walt Disney.
Really?
And we have the same middle name. Isn't that weird?
What's his middle name?
Walt Elias Disney.
Oh, I don't know his middle name.
No, I know. Not most people don't.
No, but just the way you said it, Elias.
Actually,
like, how dare
Emilio
you not
Estefan
know?
and I have the same birthday. I was telling you earlier.
right. Yeah.
Well, no, because most people don't know that. But when I looked up who had my birthday and I saw his full
your last
name
isn't Elias?
My last name is.
I've known you how many years?
I have a private last name.
I've known you how many years?
Elias.
I swear to God, I thought your name was Robert Elias. Like I thought your last name was Elias.
Robbie Elias is my Stephanie Germanata. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's like.
No, it's your Lady Gaga.
It's my right. It's my Lady Gaga.
Right,
Sorry,
yeah.
And my real name is my Stephanie Germanata. But Robbie Elias is my grandfather's first name, and it's my middle name.
Okay.
It's my legal middle name. So it is my name.
It's your name, right?
Yeah,
right,
it's my name, but it's just.
I thought it was your last
my
name.
My real
all
last
these
name,
years.
baby. The world may never know.
Okay, you and Tootsie Pops.
Literally, it's the most basic last name.
I'm not even gonna say it because I've
guess it.
Garcia?
Close.
Gonzalez.
Yes.
What? I mean,
I was just mad that it was so easy.
Well, because we live in Miami.
Well, yeah.
If I was
that was the most Miami thing that ever just happened.
If I was from Kentucky, I probably wouldn't have gotten it.
No, what would you have guessed?
Smith, yeah. yeah, exactly. Robert Elias Smith. I would have been like, all right. Like,
oh my God, I always wanted to have like a cool like presidential name.
But you kind of do.
Like
Robert Elias? I mean, that's pretty presidential.
Robbie Elias?
Robert
well,
Elias.
I don't go by Robert anymore. Don't call me that in public.
But I'm saying, if we're going like presidential name, Robert Elias is pretty presidential.
That's pretty
sounding.
good. Yeah, but
but then
that's down the drain.
Or Gonzalez.
Yeah. We're not ready for a gay president in this country. We could barely get a black woman elected. Yeah, we can't do that.
Yeah, this is true.
But yeah, we don't want to get into that. Let's go back to the Careless Whisper.
Let's go back to Careless Whisper. So actually, I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna bring it back, and I'm gonna take it out on a Gloria note.
Oh, okay.
So you were recently but recently, I mean, like a couple months at this time, you were on her Tiny Desk concert.
Yes.
Which was fantastic. I love that. I love the fact that like she did the Tiny Desk and the fact that you are now immortalized in that.
I am now the OAOA guy.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
I mean, as a little kid growing up from Miami, like the fact that you're the AOA guy on Gloria's Tiny Desk concert.
You want to hear a really quick, funny little side note on that? Is my aunt used to watch MTV, and that's how I would see MTV like as a kid. Yeah. And I used to be horrified.
It's a scary video.
The Rhythm Is Gonna Get You video.
Yes.
Have you watched it recently?
Not recently, because I don't need to. It's burned in my memory.
It's still kind of scary.
Yes.
And it's funny because when you hear her say the story of it was originally the boogeyman's gonna get you.
Yeah.
I understand now the scariness of it, and now knowing that Gloria loves a scary movie, it's kind of like. But at that time, when I was a little kid, I was horrified. I would leave. I would see the video. I would cry. So it was almost like I'm trauma bonded.
Right.
So Rhythm Is Gonna Get You.
And look, now you have worked through your trauma,
and
because
I'm
now
there.
you
You're
are
right.
the AOA guy. You've faced your fears and you've become your fear.
This was like fucking therapy.
That
is wild though, isn't that wild?
Oye, la vida da vuelta.
That's it.
I love this call and response.
And you know what? At my tribute to Pop, I do a tribute to Gloria, and I make sure to sing Rhythm Is Gonna Get You through my filter. And it is a song. What a great fucking record. The fact that it blended, like even hearing it now, it sounds so fresh.
Yeah.
It's such a fresh fucking
She's
record.
a hell of a singer-songwriter.
Nobody has been able to do shit
one.
like that.
She's another one. The songwriting with her is also the songwriting is strong in that one.
Yeah.
You know, to paraphrase Star Wars.
But yeah, and in Tiny Desk, it was a moment for me. It's a moment that like I don't think I'll ever forget.
No,
to be honest,
you shouldn't. And good news, you don't have to because it's immortalized.
Yeah, like I'm getting emotional.
Now,
yeah.
Tiny Desk concert, I will say, how the hell did you get these long ass legs behind that? Because
Oh,
I'm struggling with you here with like a little
don't-
circular, and
you
we've
know-
got all the space in the world.
My man told me to tell you this story.
How did you?
I don't think people. Okay, so at Tiny Desk, I get to the set, and because I'm so tall, and all the background singers were sitting on stools,
Right.
they gave me a really small stool. So
So that you would not.
so that I would be like even with them.
Okay.
And the stool that they put, the Tiny Desk that the staff at NPR put, I was shorter than the two female background singers.
How in holy hell?
So Gloria turns around and she was like, why are you so little? She was like, you're shorter than me. When I tell you that this woman has pulled a book, an encyclopedia-sized book from
This
one of
woman
all the
being Gloria.
books. Yes. This icon,
This
this
being Tia Gloria.
mother, as I call
Yeah.
her, mother. She has pulled out. She goes, I need him to. She literally told them to pull books, and I have sat that whole Tiny Desk.
sitting
I
on
am
books.
sitting on 3 books, 3 fat fucking encyclopedia-sized books. I am sitting on those books. To be even height with the other background singers.
That's how small of a.
I was shorter than Gloria standing up. It was giving, we represent the Lollipop Kids. It was giving the Wizard of Oz. Welcome to it was giving that. I was so little. And so everybody was laughing on set. And then of course, I make her laugh, when I, do anything that I do. She laughs at everything that I do. But it was just, that's a funny story. Actually, I'll never forget that. And did you know that? Did I tell you about that?
No, I had no idea about.
You didn't know about
the
that?
books? No.
Oh yeah, no, that was a thing. It was a whole production thing. It was like they had to like get the camera angle right to make sure that I wasn't, tall. I can't, I stood out. I always
I mean,
stand
you're
out.
tall. There's no way
right,
around that.
Right, but when you're sitting down, the dimensions change and
Claro.
stuff like that. And then it just ended up being the way that they set it up. I was short. I ended up shorter than everybody. So imagine
That's
like it would have looked like,
That's talent on their part. To
I
take
know.
somebody who's 6'4" and make them look shorter than Gloria Estefan.
Baby, they just
That's
Tiny Desk.
That's Tiny
They
Desk
made
for
me
you.
tiny. They
That's they make
really
everyone
tried.
tiny.
They really tried.
They shrink everybody.
That's another thing. The Miami Sound Machine is like 600 people, so it's like they had to fit us into that
Some
little.
of you were on shelves, right?
Yo, and when you see it in person, Tiny Desk is really is a tiny space, and they
It looks small on camera,
they
so
have
I can't
squeezed
imagine.
us all in there. Wow, and that's not that. I don't even think the whole band went.
But how the hell could they?
The Miami Sound Machine is big, and yeah,
I've seen you
and
guys
I'm
perform
the
on stage,
youngest and newest member.
You're...
Thank you. Thank you.
And on that note, we will end it because after
Yeah.
that, honestly,
Thank you.
Robbie, I fucking adore you.
I love you,
You know
for
I
real.
love you. Thank you so much for coming on the show
Thank
again.
you.
I'm legit glad that we were able to figure out because you're so busy, but
Yeah.
it makes me.
This was the perfect timing.
But I'm gonna
it was
say,
perfect. It was divine timing.
It makes me happy that it took forever to get you on
Thank you.
because it means you're doing so well.
Thank you. I received that. And I'm so happy to be here because you have been one of those people to believe in me from day one. And I promise you, and I will look you in the eye and tell you that you have always inspired me, and you've always been
make me cry.
a fantastic life. I know I'm getting emotional too, but I'm also like 2 drinks in. But yes, thank you. And I will always come back and listen and laugh and learn with you. I
Bueno,
promise.
aquí tienes tu casa whenever you want.
Thank you.
Like I said, even if you don't have a project, I don't give a shit. Just
Yeah.
be like, I'm bored and I want to come by.
Period.
Done.
Eso es. Yeah, I'll
Done.
do that for sure. Dale. Te quiero. Thank you guys. Thank you, Junior. I called you Jeff.